What is the difference between sattva and consciousness? The matter has three gunas, three natures. Right? Gunas means qualities. Sattva guna, rajo guna, and tamo guna. The quality of what you call as the ability to reflect the consciousness maximum is called sattva guna. Ability to reflect. Okay, so I'll give you an example which you know. Rajoguna is more of activity, there is less of reflection of consciousness. Tamoguna, there is very little reflection of consciousness. Okay, your body, mind and intellect is nothing but matter. Right? In this matter, there is something called grey matter, which is your nervous system, the brain. The grey matter, or what you call as grey matter, is very, very refined matter compared to the rest of the body. So that reflects the consciousness maximum.
But when you say matter is nothing but energy, so in terms of energy, what does sattva mean?
No, in terms of energy, there is no meaning of sattva. Energy is nothing but movement in consciousness.
Okay.
So that movement solidifies into matter. Then we speak of.
So when you say solidifies, means like water becoming ice, something like that?
Yeah. So when the when we speak of energy is nothing but consciousness in motion. It's consciousness in motion only. Movement is there. When we speak of movement, it's not a movement of physical nature. It's a movement in terms of an idea, a vibration. Because see, in consciousness, everything else has to be ultimately a concept. A concept of separation, a concept of creation. These are the movements. Okay, and when that gets solidified, projected as a material particle, at the basic fundamental level, that get projected as particles. We can call them as atoms or subatomics, but in earlier days they called this very fine particles. These fine particles consist of different types of particles. They call it as earth particle, earth, water, fire and wind. Space, of course, is holding them. Or Prithvi, Jala, Agni, Vayu. 4 different types of particles, very fundamental particles, come into picture. These are the basic raw materials of creation. When you say my consciousness is energy, so in that energy there is a creativity. So that creativity projects these fine particles. Once these fine particles are coming into picture, they combine in various ways. They combine in various ways to give shape, form, okay, and this is because of the creative energy within the consciousness. And out of those particles, the particles which have the finest amount of reflection of light, reflection of consciousness.
So when you say reflection, you don't mean like the reflection of a sun in a mirror, right? Like if you look at sattva as energy, if you look at it matter, then it has the ability to reflect something. But if you look at it as energy,
no. See, the energy concept you have to think in terms of energy is Ichcha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti. The ability of consciousness as a movement. So in that ability, the particles are created. The matter is created. Matter rises and falls, like sparkling. Now this you can visualize. There is a, see, in reality, finally nothing has happened. In absolute silence, absolute nothingness, absolute consciousness, the particles of small particles sprinkle, come out. They are atomic, subatomic in nature. Not even atomic, subatomic in nature. So these particles, what we call as the fundamental particles of creation, which consists of 4 elements: Prithvi, Jala, Agni, Vayu. They are in space. Now these particles, because of creative energy, these particles start taking shape because there is a conceptualization. So in that the life, the consciousness becomes aware of that. There's a awareness, the light of awareness falls on that. So the light of awareness creates the consciousness in that in the form of sakshi or witness.
Okay. And space is, like you described these four elements. Space is not an element in that sense.
Space is not. Space is first. Space appears in consciousness. It's not an elemental particle.
Okay.
So it's like everything is a concept in a game.
Yeah.
Okay, in a computer game,
Everything is appears in space. Your body is in space. Okay, but space itself appears in mind. Mind is actually these three shaktis: Ichcha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti. Universal mind. When we speak of mind, something which gives a feeling of otherness is called mind. Okay, so Ichcha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, or whatever we call Devis, are nothing but the mind. In that mind, this appears.
So when they visualize these four elements, space is automatically.
Yeah, they visualize the four elements. First space. That's why there is a saying. Repeat with me. Atmanaha Akashah Sambhutah Akashat Vayuhu Vayor Agnihi Agnehe Apaha Apsu Prathivi. From the consciousness Atma, the space is born. Then the wind element, then the fire element, water element, and earth element are born in that. The space is not an element. Space is a, I don't know, it may be a fundamental particle also. I have to look into that.
Sir, space is actually many people equate with Atma.
No. Space is not Atma. Space is born out of Atma. Space is not Atma.
Because everything is in space.
Atma is not space. Space is in Atma. Atma is not space. Next question. So I have a standard. For every one question, 1 hour of meditation.